Yeah. Word is the lamb that was slain. All praises to the Most High.
This your boy Carlos Miller, man, back with another video. Also Carlos Miller Music. Y'all go like, share, comment, subscribe. Go listen to the song Worthy Lamb. Carlos Miller featuring Sky Surface, Worthy Lamb. You feel me? Now let's get right into it. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. Every time I think on it, I just don't. Some come up or whatever. And I'm just here to let everybody know, man. For one, I'm gonna say this: a lot of these mechanic shops are scams, man. Like, you really gotta find you a good mechanic shop to go to that's charging reasonable prices. Now, I do understand, like, for some reason, I think, like, mechanics, they all have this little chart they go by for, like, whatever, how to put it, whatever they fixing on a vehicle, it'll show, like, how long it's supposed to take and the amount and this or that. I mean, me personally, I think, I guess it's a metric that, you know, they follow or should. I ain't gonna say should follow, but I just think some of it's scams, and sometimes these shops should think independently. You know what I'm saying? But look, all right. So a little while back, there was like the end of last year. My air wasn't blowing. My vehicle, like, I cut it on and wasn't nothing blowing out. Or it'll randomly start blowing, then it'll stop. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm like, around the time, there was like, it was going into winter, I think, but it was still kind of hot outside. So I'm like, man, I got to figure this out, because I got these two girls or whatever. So I'm like, man, so I go up there to the mechanic shop, right? Go up there to the mechanic shop, and, you know, they tell me that it was the, what it is, the fan blower, the fan motor, whatever they call it. And so they priced me up, and they said it was going to be like, probably like $700, $800. I'm like, $700, $800. I was like, man, I ain't got that. And at the time, I had another vehicle that I had them fix on, like, right before that I spent a lot of money on. Now I'm wondering, could I went somewhere else and got it way cheaper or something? But look, so he was like, think like $700, maybe some dollar. I was like, $700? Like, man, I can't. What? So he was like, man, look, let me figure out something. He was like, man, you just spent a lot of money with us. Let me see, can I do something? But this also show you, man, that these people are charging more than what they actually, put it like this, they can charge less. I just say that. So he said, man, I worked out something, man. I can get it down to, like, I think it was like $300 something. I was like, 300. I was like, be honest with you, man, I ain't even got that. I said, man, when I get the money, I come back. But I said, man, I'm gonna just figure it out myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm finna look online, figure out how to do this or something, because I ain't got that kind of money. So, so I left. But like I say, it went from like 700 to like 3 something. So one, that show you they can drop it. They can drop these prices if they want to. They just choose not to. You know what I'm saying? So I get on YouTube looking, trying to figure it out, right? So I figured it out. And I mean, I seen a video and I'm like, oh man, this easy as pie. You feel me? Like, man, man, it take me long to cook dinner, then do this little work. So I did it, right? I think at the most it maybe took me 30 minutes. I don't even know if it took me 30 minutes to do this. And I got the part. I forgot how much the part was. It wasn't a whole lot. You know, I might have spent $70 or something. I don't remember the exact price. Or I might have spent $100. I don't remember, but it wasn't a whole lot, okay? So I do this. I replaced this fan blower or fan motor, whatever it was called, in like 30 minutes at the most. And once I got finished, I started thinking. I was like, man, I would have, let's just say I had the money, right? I would have paid these people $700. If it took me 30 minutes, it probably would have took them 15. They would have got $700 some out of me in like 15 minutes. And even though he worked it out, said he dropped it down, they would have got $300 some out of me in 15 minutes. I'm not the best mechanical guy, man. Like, I really ain't. Sometimes, even when it look like I can do it, I still don't do it just because I still just got that part of me in my back of my mind. I always been a clumsy guy, and I just don't be want to do nothing, just mess up nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just tell anybody, man, do your best to figure out and replace as much as you can and fix on your vehicles as much as you can yourself before you take it to a mechanic shop. Because these mechanic shops are charging an arm and a leg, man. You know what I'm saying? And then this shop that I go to, or where I was going to, because really the shop that I was going to, the guy that owned it, he had cancer, so he sold it. He sold it to a franchise mechanic shop, right? And like just within months he died. You know what I'm saying? Like he sold, I think he knew it was the end, and then he died. But I was still going to that shop. But at first, they still had a lot of his workers. I had been going to that shop for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the most part, I had no problem with him, and he had good mechanics and stuff like that. So when he died, I was still going there, and it was just so convenient because it was right up the street from the house. You know what I'm saying? But I had another mechanic that was closer to me, but his shop ended up closing too. I don't know what happened to that. And there was another shop not right by him that some reason closed. So it's just crazy that all the shops right here closed. So I was still going there. But then, okay, so like at one time, they charge you for a diagnostic, right? Or an inspection. A lot of companies, they charge you for the inspection if you don't get the work repaired now. Like if they do an inspection and say, hey, you need this, and you say, okay, I'm gonna let y'all do the work, they don't charge you for it. But if they tell you what it is and then you don't get them to do the work, then usually they charge you for it. Well, this company right here, they gonna charge you for it with or without it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get the work did, they still charge you. You know, sometimes they'll throw me a half off on there, but still, like, you charging me. Like, why are you charging me if I'm getting y'all to do the work? You know what I'm saying? Now, the lady that used to work there when the other mechanic shop, when they switched over, she was still there. So, because I've been going there for years and I done spent so much money, she used to, you know, waive it off for me. And I think sometimes she used to tell them like, hey, you don't want to be charging him. You don't want to be charging him like that because, you know, he spent a lot of money here. You know, and at the time, I had my delivery service, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, as you can probably see in the back, I got this van. I was, you know what I'm saying? They was the main one working on my work van and even the car because I worked in this too. So, you know, they was waiving it. So now that they left, I'm constantly getting these extra $100 or $50 charges on inspections now. So yeah, man, I was like, man, wow, like something that took me 15 minutes, they would have got all that money out of me for 15 minutes, man. Y'all should really do y'all best. Do your best to figure out how to fix on these vehicles yourself. If it's in your power, try to, man, because these shops, some of these shops are scamming. You know what I'm saying? And unless you just going shopping around trying to get the best price, and sometimes that just can get, you know what I'm saying, that can get old. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, cause some shops, they don't want to just automatically quote you for a price. They want to come in and they want you to come in and check the vehicle. They want to check the vehicle themselves. You know what I'm saying? And not just go off what somebody said wrong with it. So, you know, sometimes they can get time consuming. But yeah, man, in 15 minutes, they would have had a whole lot of more money up out of me. And at the time, that was money I didn't even have. So, you know, yeah, man, you know, y'all should really try to figure out how to work on some of these. I mean, work on your vehicles yourselves, or find that good, real good mechanic that's gonna be loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Other than that shop, man, I had a good. We had a family mechanic, but you know he ain't working as much as he used to, so it's a little different now, man. So we out here surviving. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to leave that story with y'all, man. This your boy Carlos Miller. Go stream the music, man, and do what you can. And know this: you're never too far lost that you can't be found. Because I was found when I was lost. I was lost when I was found. The prodigal son brought back by the cross, baby.
Worthy is the lamb that was